We're still in Nassau. We're trying to fix the boat. Turns out that...
Wait, we're back here and we're trying to fix the boat again.
We've got some of our old crew, Captain Brad, of course, me and Leela, and we've got some new crew. This is Michelle, and this is Captain Connor, who was also a sea captain. Connor, wave.
You guys been diving in that water to check your props? Y'all got balls of steel.
Leela just got in, so we caught up on sleep because we haven't slept in 2 days. But Connor here went to the boat to try to get it fixed, and I just need to know what the status is.
Well, we started the boat and it made a weird grinding noise. Could be an oil thing. Brad's gonna go try to fix it. So hopefully it's not that big a deal.
That's the thing, like no matter what, we thought, there's nothing could possibly go wrong. We've gone through like everything could possibly break, but we never really thought about the transmission, although that we did lose the ability to change gears one time. Looks like the prop got all gunked up, and so when you hit the transmission, the oh, these are alive. Whoa.
We have two outboards. Neither one of them are working currently. One of them is ancient dinosaur. It's called a Johnson. They don't even make them anymore. So we found an outboard repair shop here locally, and we're having that looked at by people that are used to working on older systems. The little boats around here that have conch, they go out every morning and bring the conch in, and they sell them to these little restaurants, and that's pretty much the source of the mainstream meal around here.
I was afraid to tell my kids that I was coming on this trip. However, it made me think of something, and Trevor and I were talking about that. It made me think of this picture, and also you introduced me to the most disgusting instant coffee last time, so I hope that we have, and it was the only thing that I forgot, so I hope this one's an upgrade for the trip. So
this is better than Christmas, you guys. No freaking way.
yeah, it's Kelson.
No way.
Yeah.
No freaking way.
Easier like that. Thank you, Patricia. You're the best. So remember that Johnson we bought, that outboard we bought for a couple days? We brought it here to get it fixed, and this place has got it going on.
Yeah, the impeller is not supposed to do that. So that's what we're all about.
Is there pet crabs?
We eat them, fatten them up and eat them.
Yeah. What are these guys down there?
They is my special meal. I love crabs and I fatten them up and eat them.
Awesome.
I'm from Ragged Island.
Yeah?
That's the furthest island southeast.
Yeah?
In the Bahamas, past Exumo.
How long you been here?
Been here off and on for a few years, back and forth. But home is where I want to be. We are the first back and forth.
I guess we're back, dude.
We got good friends this time.
This is the new cast for the next 10 to 50 days, however long it takes to get to Georgia.
I'm guessing 2.5 years myself. But
Do you recognize her? There she is, the black mask, the catch.
so when we came back, the batteries were stone dead. Somebody left some of the switches on. Some people that were here welding the exhaust system left the lights on, and it drained the batteries, literally dead. The engine is now able to start, but to our surprise, there's other gremlins going on that are pretty serious. So we're trying to address those. That's what we're doing right now. Clear.
Started, that's a good sign, right?
Yeah, so I already checked. The reduction gear has plenty of fluid in it. We're not low, so now it's time to join the little bull sharks, which are swarming all over in here, and do some underwater inspection. So that's what's next.
You guys been diving in that water to check your props? Y'all got balls of steel.
So this is the old autopilot, and we could set it, but we couldn't change course. It was kind of a pain. You'd have to run downstairs, turn the power off, and then reset it anytime you had to adjust course. So we got this new one. We got to see A, if it'll fit, and B, if it'll actually work. So let's take this one off. It took a minute. We were able to work this thing off. Let's try the new one. There's no way we're going to be able to screw it in properly because we'd have to take half the boat apart to get to it. But this, it fits. Okay, I just turned the power on. Let's see if this autopilot works. The powers, first of all. We have power. No way, look at that. Now let's see if the rudder works. Hit auto, hit +10 a few times. You hear the rudder moving?
Yeah, it's for sure moving.
Rudder's moving. We have an autopilot that works. It's not pretty, but dude, I'll take it. Okay, I think we're gonna have a real autopilot, and we're gonna have a real chart plotter. We have the maps for here on it.
We're going to find out once we engage it. So.
Okay.
News is getting better by the second. We had issues constantly with this chart plotter at the worst possible times imaginable. If we hit a swell, usually when you're coming from sea into a shallow area, is where the swells pick up, and that would literally bump the chart plotter and shut down. It would literally go black. But now we got it going. So originally we were going to leave Nassau on New Providence, go up to the Berry Islands, check out a West End, and then continue to the U.S. But we're going to actually go up and through the Abacos. It's going to be like a lake crossing the entire banks all the way until we get into the Gulf Stream.
This is the Tohatsu outboard, the newer one that we are going to for sure get working because we have this new device, this new part, fuel pumpy thing. If we have a functioning good outboard the whole time, I'll be so happy. It's gonna happen. And this is Captain Connor, who is also a sea captain. He should be a pretty great asset. In fact, look at him now. He's wrenching on the outboard. Connor, wave. I got here 3 days ago. Almost nothing's done. It's been very, very slow progress here, but we're trying. Connor's trying. He's driving on the wrong side of the road to make things happen. Leela, how you doing?
I'm doing great.
This is the valve for the steering. We're gonna replace the Schrader valve in there and lube this up, tighten it up, and hope the steering doesn't leak anymore. I filled it up to 40 PSI, but then checked the fluid levels after the fact. Not really know how to do this, and yeah, and we need fluid. So that's not good. We probably have a fluid leak because it was full a couple days ago when Brad first got here, so that's not great.
We're in trouble.
We stole cheese, kind of. I was starving, so I
Leo's going to grocery store, Jill.
Yeah, I opened up my cheese in the store because it's now 3 o'clock. We haven't eaten. We're still trying to fix the boat. I just heard that we now have to get some
Now
more
security
fluid.
is here.
Now they're like, yes, are we in trouble? You guys are all coming after us. We stole the cheese. The cheese. Maybe we're gonna be okay.
This is the moment of truth. If this thing doesn't start and work right, we're screwed. Claire. So we gotta be able to put this thing in gear and have it stay in gear. Please work. That is a very bad sound. You can hear that. That's not bueno. Is that prop spinning, do you think?
So spinning.
Oh, dang, man.
So the prop shaft has a little bit of vibration. The cutlass bearing is probably slightly worn, but once we get up into a little bit higher RPMs, then it seems to stabilize out and turn smoothly. So we should be able to be good.
She brought us food so we don't die. I'm testing the hydraulics. I am just putting the rudder full port, full starboard, back and forth to see if the hydraulic fluid and the pressure stay where they're supposed to be. When turning this plate, this whole plate was moving. If those sheared off, we'd have no steering. So we're tightening these guys up too, and they are way looser than they should be. Yikes. We'll go through. We're raising the whatever flag that is. Hallelujah! We have 1 out of 3 engines going so far. Woo! That's a really good sign. He's happy. It's the first time I've seen Connor smile in the 7 weeks we've been here. So see this condemned building? This is where you rent scuba tanks. So we're trying to find a place to go diving. This is one option they've got in this abandoned building. You rent dive tanks, and then there's kind of a bigger shop over there, which I guess goes with this boat right here. So we'll see what we do. So instead of going with like some reputable charter place, we found a guy who knew a guy, and we're waiting for him to come so we can go diving.
So we can pay him in cash.
So we can pay him in cash and hope he doesn't leave us at the bottom of the ocean.
That is not, super competent to dive. We get a dive master.
I bet that's him. There's a boat coming. That might be him over there. Even though we all wanted to keep working on the boat, Captain Brad forced us to stop down on Sunday and scuba dive the Tears of Allah. This is a boat that was featured in the James Bond movie Never Say Never Again. Just a few kicks away from the Tears of Allah is the Vulcan bomber, which was featured in another James Bond movie, Thunderball. You know, we didn't get a whole lot done today, but we did go diving at the Tears of Allah, which is a shipwreck that they sunk for a James Bond movie, and then right next to it they had this super cool airplane thing that had like beautiful plants and stuff all over it. That was fun. But now it's late at night and we're gonna try to get some actual work done and get that fuel cleaned up. We finally got the dinghy pumped up, the engine's mounted, all the parts are on it, and I think we have a dinghy. See that? At night without the proper lighting, but that's how we roll. Day 432 of prep. Issue we're addressing now is the forward bilge pump does not work. And here's what it looks like right now. That's some oily bilge water. You gotta pump that out and pull the pump out of there. So these terminals are corroded here, and plus these connections are corroded. So I'm gonna try to clean them all up, and I think that'll fix the problem. I'm guessing that probably the bilge pump and the float switch are probably fine. It's just that this boat was partially underwater and terminals are all corroded. This bilge pump was bad, and all the connections, like so many of them were just corroded and stuff, so we were getting no voltage through. So I took this bilge pump, and we're gonna test it in this little bucket right here. I'm gonna put it in here a little bit and see if water goes out. Yep, water's going out. Float switch works, the pump's going the right way. See, water is going out. Confirmation. Whoa! I handed Leela the pump thing there, and she touched it, and did that to her, and that to me.
Yeah.
Can you wipe me?
I will wipe you. 1 second.
But we're getting closer on the bilge. Near the end of day 5 here, I finally did get the bilge working properly, the manual and the automatic. Had to replace the bilge pump, the float switch, redo a bunch of wiring that was all corroded. Brad is still transferring and polishing fuel with the help of the other Captain Connor. See that? See that? Oh, yeah. That is the fuel they gave us in the DR as we were leaving as a final parting gift, and it is garbage trash fuel, which was the bane of our existence for the last trip we took with this boat. So we had to pump it all out, gotta polish it, and put some back in and get some fresh fuel. That this isn't exactly right. This is the pressure in the steering, and it's down a few pounds from yesterday after not using it. So there's a slow air leak or hydraulic leak, very possibly somewhere. What you doing, man?
Cleaning the tanks. It's not that bad, actually.
How was the rest of it?
It's pretty gross.
I mean, that's the last of it, dude. It was disgusting.
Looks pretty clean.
Now,
Cleanish.
we got most of the stuff kind of working. Hopefully we depart tomorrow. We spent way longer than we thought. So, Captain, what are you doing, man? I've been down on the bilge. What are you doing? Smoking break?
Darn Skippy, it's all Connor's fault.
I wasn't smoking.
Boy, put the shit on board.
Yeah, we're taking this trash fruit.
It's not trash fruit. This is the greatest fruit ever. I'll do it myself. Because Connor's busy planning fire lines.
Okay, so today we are trying to depart in about 6 hours, so it is the last day of provisioning, and we are going to go get all the perishable foods. The challenge we have is we have no refrigeration, and the island of the Bahamas is out of ice.
We dumped the bad fuel out of the port tank, cleaned the tank out, literally polished the inside of the tank, and we have some leftover fuel from a Sandals resort in the DR, not that terrible marina that gave us the bad fuel. So we're throwing that in here to get us to the fuel dock here, fill up, and then I think we'll be on our way, finally. This is the status after a week. It's almost habitable. Used to be tools everywhere. This is our provisioning quartermaster chief lady. I just spent about an hour and a half cleaning this V-berth so we can use it. Got some fishing rods up there. We can kind of maybe sleep here. We got sheets and stuff. I rigged this fan to work. That's the ozonator. We used it a few times. I think it may have helped a little bit. Vinegar and bleach probably helped more. I think we're in way better shape than last time we took the Mystic Rose out. We got Michelle. She can do anything. She knows more than Brad. And Brad got smarter because he had more rum.
I feel much smarter the other time around.
Of course, we have the cleaning crew, provisioning crew, cooking crew, raise the sail crew.
I can do a few, I can find parts too.
Inventory.
Inventory.
There are a ton of mega yachts out here, and I hit up one, I'm like, dude, what did I do wrong? Like, why are you sitting on that expensive yacht? And he's like, well, I don't know what you did wrong, but I sold crack and then bought to McDonald's. He didn't even smile, so I think he was serious.
Are you kidding? That guy was totally
He was totally serious. I'm not kidding. His boat was not the ones I showed, so I won't show you which boat it was, so he doesn't go to prison.
Oh my gosh, I know many people thought we were crazy for coming back on this boat. I've honestly said multiple times, I think we are truly crazy for being here, but here's to the crazy ones.
Provision, boat working, I think we're ready to go. It's gonna be way better than last time. Subscribe to see if we die.